good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Tarot Time. Happy Tuesday. Is everybody up on the news, or do I have to tell you about things that are going on? The one story that caught my attention was the child who fell off the Disney cruise ship, and the dad like dived right in. And it gave me pause, and I said, would I do that with my kids? Yeah, I would. But I think and we don't know if it's the truth, he also put her up there on the ledge to take a picture. Okay, so you know what? Maybe we rethink that next time. You know what? That'll stick with her forever, forever. When I was about, I think I was 3 or 4 years old, we had family come in from out of state, and they stayed at a local hotel. And at the time, we lived in a town that was on a beach. So they stayed at this really nice resort on the beach. And I can remember being with my mom, and it was some other relatives and their children too. And of course, all the bigger kids were, swimming in the pool on the deep side. And I can remember my mother saying to me, don't go past this rope. Well, do you think she listened? No, I didn't listen. And I remember to this day going under and not being able to get back up because I don't think I could swim then. And I remember my mom grabbing me. Yeah. And after she got me to safety, she yelled at me. But the good news is it did not scare me about water. And I actually was on the swim team at one time. So that was a good thing because I used it to my benefit. I probably said to myself, never letting that happen again. Yeah. So that's one thing in the news. And the Golden Bachelor is getting ready to start up again in September. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, he is a 66-year-old retired football player, I think. Like I said, correct me if I'm wrong. And he's already put in a criteria. He will not date anyone who's had a hip replacement, who's over 60. Like his age group is 45 to 60. So when a man that age or decides that he wants someone much younger than himself, I always believe that he's not really looking for anything serious. He's just looking for whatever they can give him for pleasure. My thoughts. But anyway, he's 66 years old. He's too old for me. And I'm going to be 64. All right. So, and July 7th comes out, Bachelors in Paradise. I guess they're doing the same thing that they did with the younger folk. So that looks pretty interesting, Okay. All right. I don't want to age myself, which I do every day, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, all right, let's start this. Robin Wood. I always say when I sit down here, you can't really see, and I don't want to move too much, but I have a whole bunch of cards laid out, and I'm like, oh, let me pick a different deck, and I always gravitate towards the same one. The World. Yes. Yay. The last of the major arcana. The World tells us that we are getting ready to finish a path and start on a new one. And this is going to be a success coming and going. So in other words, you're going to have a success, what you're leaving behind, even though you may not think it, and you're going to have a success on your new pattern, okay? Your new path, not pattern, path. And we like the World card because it tells us that we've kind of been through everything. Don't forget, this is the last card. It goes from Fool to World. So when you get this card in a reading, it tells you that you have accomplished a lot. Even though maybe some days you just don't feel like you have. You may feel like, oh, what have I really done? I feel like I'm running in place. No. Sometimes you really have to put pen to paper and make yourself a list. Make yourself a list and really see what your accomplishments have been. Because sometimes we all forget even the smallest of things that we're able to do, and that what we have done and where we've come from. Okay. The Page of Pentacles, when I put it together, talks about, I'm going to go with business or work. So if you're looking to change business, work, that part of your life, if you're navigating on that path in life, I am only here to tell you you're going to be very successful. I see for a lot of you with the book of knowledge that you're going to be learning a lot. So if you've taken on a new job or just a new path, you are going to find that you are going to be learning a lot and it's going to benefit you. And I feel like you've been put on this path for a reason. I feel like it could have just came about. Maybe, something suddenly like you had to look for a job, or maybe somebody reached out to you about something and you're like, I never really thought about it, but now that you say it. So there's going to be a lot of, hmm, now that you say it, I never really thought about it. So I feel for a lot of you watching this, if you're looking to further your career, if you're looking to change some things up, it looks like it is headed your way. Okay. I feel the message is going to be brought in by somebody you know, and it's going to be kind of surprising to you because you're going to be like, yeah, I never even gave it any thought, but now I'm thinking about it. All right, everyone. This is Coffee and Tarot time. I am the Queen of Wands. Everyone, have a great day.